Welcome to the new live stream for Planescape here on the Dead Unicorn channel. Dead Unicorn Live, it's where we only do the live streams. My name's Corey, I'm the Game Master, and this is our first game for Planescape, so I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy Planescape, the realm. If you don't know what it is, well, you're going to learn, but I'm not going to tell you. You're going to learn by watching. Yes. As I said, my name's Corey, the Game Master. We're going to go through all of the guys, and they're kind of gonna introduce their character a little bit. You got about 15 seconds to get across what your character is. Don't go too far. All right, we're going to start with, I'm going to go down below me and then across, so we're going to start with Sarah. Sarah, what's your character?
I knew you were going to do that. I don't want to go first.
Okay, I'll go from the other end. I'll go from the other end. Matt, you're up. Go.
Good.
All right, fine. I am Geppetto of the Morning Wood. No, Ironwood.
He changed his name.
Why would you do that?
The Morning Wood is made of iron.
Keep going.
Exactly.
What
I
race
am
are you?
a gnome druid. That's all I'll say. I'm the party's healer.
Sounds great. Boom. Howard, what do you got?
Sorry, I just took a bite. I am a eagle-like person. If you play D&D, it's an Aarakocra. Unlike the rest of the group, I'm not there when they start, so you won't see me immediately.
Actually,
But,
they will see you immediately.
You will eventually.
Right. Tarek, what do you got for us?
I'm playing, I think you got my name wrong on screen, but my name is Sorin the Sunscorched, and I am a draconic sorcerer.
Did I? I got your name as...
Oh no.
Did you change your name halfway through the week?
Yeah, I changed it earlier, like 2 days ago.
I missed it. I totally missed it. All right.
My bad.
Well, everybody,
Hyrule.
that's Sorin. That's Sorin. I don't got the time to change it right now.
That's fine.
Crystal, what are you playing?
I'm playing Bronwyn Stonebreaker, a dwarven monk who really just wants to see good in the world.
Nice.
Finds
Helen, what are you
nothing
playing?
but pettiness. I was expecting more chuckles out of that, but please excuse me. I'm just gonna see myself out of this live stream right now. Okay, goodbye.
Helen, what do you got for us?
My character's name is Brazira. She's a half-orc fighter, and she just likes to button chew bubblegum when she's not out of it.
Everything.
All right, and finally, we're back to Sarah. Sarah, are you ready now?
I am ready now.
Okay, great.
Okay. Let's see. My character's name is Aisling. She is a halfling rogue assassin, and she is on the run from the law right now. So she is trying to be inconspicuous.
All right, sounds great. Oh geez, the stream keeps dropping and coming back. That's okay. I'm recording this later, and I'll just take the recording and I'll upload it. So, just in case we have stream droppages, the entire episode will be there for everybody. Speaking of that, if you are watching, consider being a patron. If you like what we do here. Our patrons are right up there at the top of the screen. Amazonian, Geothilian, Juvie, Necrosis, and Trevor. Guys, thank you for your support. But they might not be here just for the videos. I also make cool RPG supplements, which you can find at the Patreon. Most of them are absolutely free, including this guy right here. So go pick that up. And if you think you like that kind of stuff, drop a donation. Be very, very helpful to all of us. Okay, we can now begin the game with all of that out of the way. So we're going to start. We will start with Howard and your character Reese. So, Howard, you are in the city of Sigil. It is a city that sits apart from the world. It is somewhere
The world.
else. Well, there's the everybody's on like Earth, right? And he's not. He's in like maybe a space city, but more like an interdimensional nexus city. That is a giant. That is like. It's like a giant donut that sits
Very much.
atop a mountain in the place where all dimensions kind of meet. And the city's on the inside of the donut, so it's kind of like Halo, if you ever played that video game. So if you haven't, well, I really
Deep
can't
Space
help
Nine.
you guys. You're just gonna have to imagine living on the inside of a donut city.
Exactly like the city of Sigil, if you've ever played that game, Planescape Tournament.
This is the city of Sigil, yes. So, Howard, a contact of yours, named,
It was something with a lot of extra letters.
yes,
Gina.
Hina.
Make up your mind.
It's Gina or Hina. It's Ghiena. I'm gonna say.
From what you said,
I
I
would
wrote
call it
down
Hina.
HE-NA, which I pronounced, which I was going to rhyme with Shira. Hina.
I did not spell it like that. You misheard me.
No, I said I wrote that down as a pronunciation.
Oh, okay.
You spelled it Ghiena.
There's no T.
I didn't put a T in there. Ghiena.
Whatever, man. Okay.
That was copy pasted from the thing you sent me.
Just call her Gehenna.
Gehenna.
When I saw the GH, I thought it'd be like, the GH in Rough. And her name would be Feeny or something.
So she asked you to meet her at the Yawning Rat. It is a tavern.
You
I will
don't
go to the
say.
Yawning Rat.
Do you of course you take the opportunity to go see her. It could be a job. And you see her sitting at a table nursing. And she is a tiefling. She's like most tiefling you see in Dungeons & Dragons are like super hot, right? This
Yeah.
one's she's a little flabby. But she does have a marvelous and wicked horn growing right out of the center of her head.
She's
Like
a unicorn.
Yeah, like a unicorn tiefling.
Or a rhinoceros tiefling.
Yeah, she was
She's got a
fat.
second tiny one on the end of her nose.
She says, hey Reese, sit down.
Yes.
Look, I need some help. I need someone to make a delivery for me to Isgard.
Guard.
Isgard. The
That's
plane.
far. You have portals?
I have some gold. I don't. Okay, I'm really low on Jink, but I can give you this. And she puts down an amulet.
Picks up the amulet, studies it.
This amulet
Right, a praise isn't a thing anymore.
This
touches his tongue
amulet-
to it.
is shaped like an elven ear.
It's not like an actual ear.
You
is
just
it?
licked an ear, buddy.
No, it's not an actual ear. It is made of metal,
Oh, okay.
but it looks like an ear.
Cool. All right. It's interesting. Just deliver. Is there portals?
Here's the delivery. It's a scroll. Now, there's a portal to Isgard that you can take, but like I said, I don't have any Jink, and this thing, it needs silver to open. But I got a different plan. Got a different plan for you. There's a portal to the Prime, and tonight and tomorrow night, a portal's going to open up to Isgard. Here's a map. This will take you exactly where you need to go. And this straw will get you through the portal.
No catches? Any dangers?
No, of course not. What do you take me for? Danger?
Take you for tiefling.
Look, any danger that's on their way, a cutter like you can handle it. And if not, use the amulet.
Amulet too.
It's an amulet of whispers, right? You can send out telepathic messages to people. Have them come help you. Prime's got a lot of people who just come on by and help a poor guy out for no reason. Primers are stupid like that.
Army.
So,
all right,
that's yours.
made.
You can keep that, but make sure you deliver this scroll. You're going to go to Isgard. You're going to look for a man named Orium.
Write that down real quick. Orium.
Yeah, Orium Truscalia. Orium Truscalia. He's part of the Planeswalkers Guild.
Just hand it to him. Don't cast spell on him, kill him, nothing special.
No, please don't. No, don't do that. Don't. No. Just give him the scroll. Tell him it's from,
Yeah.
Tell him it's from Flynn Longfingers. You know Flynn, I'm apprenticing to him.
Do I know that?
Yeah, she's an apprentice wizard to Flynn Longfingers.
Okay.
Who actually doesn't have long fingers is just the nickname he picked up in college.
Nothing but weird nubby.
I was gonna
things.
say
They
he
only have
actually
one
has
knuckle
stubby
each.
fingers. Like the huge guy named Tiny.
I'm
Exactly.
glad you didn't say it was a euphemism for something else. Moving on.
He has completely normal-sized fingers. But normal-sized finger Flynn doesn't sound as good.
It's because of his Bigsby's grasping hand.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Deal is made. I will take this.
Great.
If deal is bad, if use is trick, and I get in trouble, I will come for you.
Great. That's fair. Fair is fair. So this portal to Isgard, it opens up tonight and tomorrow night, after midnight at the location on that map. It's a place called the Silvery Wood.
I study the map. I actually have like a mappy feature to my background. I'm mappy.
All right. You kind of get a sense for
it.
it. You're going to come out in this city called Silver Moon, and from there you're going to head north into the forest, and it looks like it probably not a hard place to find.
Moon doesn't look silver. It's light.
But it is off the beaten path. It's not on paths. You'll have to go into the forest a little.
Sure.
Okay. She says.
I outland it.
She says, "Let me just thank you so very much for doing this for me. You're a lifesaver."
You're welcome. Brian paid.
Okay. You go. You go to the portal. You use the straw. The portal opens up. You go through it. You are now on the prime material plane, or as most people like to consider that, reality. You're on basically Earth. And you'll have to make your way to the forest. It'll take about a day's journey on foot from the city that you're in.
Okay. Well, I'll half that.
All right. You'll fly over land. Yeah, you can just go there.
As the crow flies.
Yeah. And
Oh,
you find the place where this portal is supposed to be. And it looks like there's like a ruin. There are like ruins there. It looks like there's some sort of like there was a temple or is a temple, but it's also part of the woods.
I begin just kind of studying the temple and the area around and looking for the portal for a portal. Am I looking for a portal? Or am I looking for from here to Isgard? Right?
You're looking for a portal from here to Isgard, but there's a catch to the portal.
Yeah, it's not midnight yet,
Yes.
so I'm early. Okay, well then, I will. Oh, I have a feature as a Horizon Walker. I will detect the location of the nearest portal within a mile.
Okay, it's here.
Found it. I am sure exactly where it is. I will then go off and hunt for food and feed myself while I wait.
Okay.
Is that rodents and
as you were doing some hunting, make a perception check.
Sorry, I should have my character sheet open. My bad.
Right.
No! I'm like, berry. And I'm staring right at that berry and like thundering behind me is a bear coming at me.
Yeah. As you're like foraging for food and hunting, a net drops on you.
Oh, is she cute?
And you are dragged off by some big lumbering beast.
Joe.
Way to start off
my
again.
berries?
All right.
Bears.
At least bring them with you.
Everybody except for Matt. You guys are on your way to deliver a large group of supplies to a party in the woods. This has a lot of ale and food and stuff like that for a celebration somewhere in the woods. And they're paying you 20 gold it's a little bit to make sure it gets there without incident. And considering the large amount of adventurers guarding this, it has seemed to make the bandits think better of attacking this. As you go, we lost somebody. Oh yeah, we just lost the video. It's fine.
Yeah.
As you move through the woods, there comes to a point where the road, they just kind of stop on the road.
Oh, that
And-
did mess up your orientation.
No, we're good. But thanks for thinking about that.
Oh, hey, he's still showing up as there, but no video on your screen.
Yep, I have it set up specifically to do that. That way it won't mess up anything when people leave.
I didn't really leave.
Or turn off their camera. Turn off their camera, I mean.
I did that. I dropped something and made a mess, and I wanted to clean it up and not embarrass myself. So there you go.
And yet, you became the center of attention anyways.
I was trying to be subtle, and y'all ruined it.
The caravan stops, and a group of men come out of the woods. And the caravan master walks up to them, they talk for a little bit, he waves them over, they all start grabbing crates and barrels and start walking off into the woods.
So, job done?
the guys look at the guy looks at y'all and says, "Okay, here's your gold, 20 gold apiece. You can go to the festival if you want. There's a party to be had tonight, and it's gonna be great. I'm going. We're not traveling back. If you're traveling back, you're gonna have to do it on your own, and that's not the safest. But there's a party. But I have to warn you, the people there might be a little off-putting. And they're giant tankards of ale that it takes like horses to pull, and this guy walks up to it, flexes, and transforms into a bear person. Grabs the barrel, puts it over his shoulders, and starts taking it into the woods.
I'm
going to this party. I start following him right behind him to the woods.
One of the guys sees you start to go from that has come out and says, "Hey, grab something, would you? Just don't walk in."
I mean, okay. I'll go and grab whatever.
I'll grab
I mean, I'm
something
going to flex
too.
like I'm going to pick up a barrel and then pick up something way lighter instead and then turn around.
Whoa! Okay, I
I'm
get
like,
this.
My strength's pretty average. I'll just take a crate of, I don't know, dried meat or whatever they have.
Yeah, I grabbed my heavy pack off of the back of the like wagon. I'm like, yep, carry this heavy thing in there.
All right. Matt, Geppetto of the Ironwood, walks in to the ritual area, the party area, the festival area. These ruins covered in like ivy and stuff like that. This is a naturally occurring like magical place that's tied to the moon.
All right.
And Awarebears like to come here to celebrate. And today's special because it is a blue moon. 2 nights of a full moon.
This is the place where the werebears like to have their picnic.
You mean it's the second blue moon of the month? That's what a blue moon is.
I said a blue moon is 2 full moons.
You said it was 2 nights of full moon.
Yeah, it is 2 nights of full moon. This one is 2 nights in a row, full moon.
All right.
Right.
I don't know what blue moon is.
If you say so.
It's 2 nights of full moon. Hey, it's a fantasy world.
Exactly. That's why I say if you say so.
And there's 2 nights of a full moon tonight.
Google answered it. It's beer.
It's beer.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, there is one.
So during this time, the heavens come into alignment and allow a crossing to the realm of Selene, the moon goddess, in which spirits of the moon kind of come out and party with everybody.
All right. And what am I to do in this scene?
Well, you are one of the MCs, Master of Ceremonies, and you're supposed to, like, make sure everything in this area in nature is in balance. That, especially, nothing will upset these moon creatures, because if something upsets them, they might go nuts, and then the werebears will go nuts. And then it'll just be just insane chaos. So you need to make sure everybody's kind of placated on both sides.
All right. That's quite a bit of pressure to keep in mind, but...
Just be a good host. Keep everyone happy.
All right.
Everyone, or we all die.
And
Don't forget the hors d'oeuvres.
one of the werebears walks up to you and says, "Hey,
Hello. How can I help you?
we got a problem.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
There's weird creatures sneaking around.
Hmm.
Come on. I'll
All
show
right.
you.
So I'll go have a look with you then. Show me where they are.
All right. Torches are being lit everywhere as the sun's going down. All right. They lead you up to a cage that has been fashioned together. And you see a bird creature inside of it.
With arms and like wearing a backpack.
No.
I figured.
Oh, okay. And mind if I talk with this creature?
Yeah, it can talk, so I guess you can.
All right.
He's
who
been
might
yelling
you
at
be?
us to let him go for the longest time, but we don't trust him.
All right, and who might you be?
I am Reese.
Why, hello, Reese. So, what are you doing around these parts?
Being captured just for eating a berry.
Like, I look over my shoulder, like giving a look at one of the werebears.
What? We didn't kill him.
All right, well, so
Look. Have you ever seen one of these things in the Silvery Wood? Let me just ask you that question right now.
not that I'm aware of.
Right. So
So-
how do we know what this guy's intentions are?
So, what exactly are you doing here, Mr. Reese? Are you
Migrating.
migrating? Okay, and where are you migrating to?
The maps that I gave that were given to me, did they include anything other than the Silvery Wood?
The city of Silvery Moon, a swamp to the east that has like a skull and crossbones that you're not supposed to go to, and a river.
Can
So
I
it's a
make a
very
quick
small
nature check to
area.
guess the season that I am in? Since I'm from another world, there's no reason to assume this would be the same.
It's either-
Single doesn't have seasons.
It's a little brisk out. It could be spring or fall.
Okay. South. South.
All right. So, so if we were to release you, would we be expecting you to keep company, or would you be off on your way somewhere else at the moment?
Well, I didn't get to eat, so food would be nice.
You know what? If you do promise to be on your way after given some provisions, we will go ahead and let you go.
What are you talking about? You're just gonna trust him? Well, we can feed him, but I ain't letting him out of there. I don't trust this guy. Unless he can give us some sort of proof, I ain't doing nothing.
Wait, you're not me. Like, werebears are trusted everywhere. You see one werebird, and you're like, no.
Werebird, right, werebird. Haven't heard of that before. What's a werebird?
Me.
I mean, can you give me a little more detail than that?
I was bit by a magic bird.
Maybe that's a deception check.
I think so.
Probably.
Definitely.
If Corey calls for a deception check, I will make one.
I was gonna say I'm kind of surprised that you didn't also ask for whatever lies for money here in this plane of existence as recompense for your emotional damage.
Like,
You still can.
And to be honest, out of character, I don't know exactly what to expect here. Like, so like I'm still kind of relatively new to this general setting.
Corey, did you want me to roll deception?
Right. Yeah, I said
Okay.
deception.
All right. Well,
All right.
I just thought I'd tell you.
Hey,
I suck.
hold on. Matt, roll your insight.
Insight, all right.
The target number is tough.
To
You'll
him.
have it trouble.
Okay.
You beat it by a little.
This guy is 100% full of garbage.
Ah,
That seems
That might have
ironic.
been
I mean,
the what birds eat. So
well,
If you wanted to know what kind of bird he was, he'd be a seagull because he's 100% full of garbage.
Racist,
And I just
think.
watched a documentary of Planet Ocean too, so I'm just like, oh well, that's a sad image to imagine.
Oh. Anyways, back to roleplay.
All right, so well, I really, really have my doubts that you are a werebird, but you are sort of trespassing in on festival grounds currently, and we are just trying to make sure that we don't have any uninvited guests over here.
They dragged me to these grounds. I was over there.
How far
You've
exactly?
kind of unofficially been invited.
I'll tell you how far, but I, out of character, do not know how far away they dragged me into after they netted me. It's probably just like, the other side of the area.
Yeah, it's within like a 3-block area.
Okay, so
They
I
dragged me
assume
a
that's
full
still around the
quarter
festival
mile.
grounds. So I'm trying to come up with some sort of solution out of character to get Howard's character out of that cage, but I'm like,
If you want to leave me in, leave me in. Did they take my gear, by the way?
No,
Okay.
but there's a big burly bear guard.
It'd probably look suspicious if you started trying to pick the lock.
I get these things. I just want to know if I had the gear at all.
You could probably just cut the cage open.
Okay.
It would take a few
No.
whacks, though. They would notice.
The thing is, I'm supposed to be here at midnight. I don't want to leave early.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be
okay.
a quarter mile away at midnight.
Someone, as you were talking to him, another guy walks up. Not in bear form, if he's a human or werebear, you don't know. He's like, "Hey, we got guests arriving with the
Supplies?
supplies. You might want to go check those out."
All right, I will go ahead and turn my attention to that, but make sure that he's still in the cage, well taken care of. If he doesn't start any trouble, just leave him be. I'll send someone to provide him some food, but I gotta go back to the festival
The
grounds.
werebear guard goes, "You got it, boss."
Can you do that thing where you hit a fish out of the water? I asked the bear guy.
Oh, like a grizzly catching a salmon.
I never tried. I usually like steak.
I've never seen a steak in the water. But if you could go hit some fish out of the water, that would be amazing, and I would really like a fish. And I'd also kind of like to see you do it, but I don't think I got a good view from you.
So everybody starts arriving, and there is a gnome that greets you as you come in with supplies.
Welcome, everyone. I'd like to thank you for coming with us on the caravan, and thank you for bringing in the supplies.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'll go ahead and direct them to where they need to start setting down all the boxes, the gear,
Yep.
personal belongings. If they want to stick around with us, during
anything
the
you
festival, and
need?
make sure that everything is in order.
Anything you need for the ceremonies and stuff there is in these boxes too. So there's incense, flowers, that kind of stuff.
All right, and I'll go ahead and start directing, the appropriate people to start opening up the boxes and start making the proper arrangements.
Sure, they're
Start
all
saying-
into it. They're like, "Yeah, let's do this." They start. There's some women too. There's werebears can be girls and guys. There's
Really?
There's a mix. There's a mix, I assume.
Well, usually I always think of the man wolf. So it was a man bear, but there can be a she bear. Rah rah
Lady
rah.
bears.
No one understands you, she bear. So soon the festival starts getting into gear, and Howard Reese, is it Reese or Reese or Riss?
Riss.
Huh?
Riss.
Riss. So Riss gets some of the food delivered to him and some ale.
He'll enjoy it.
They're not cruel at all. There's not a lot of room to dance, but there's music, and the music's kind of nice. It's kind of distanty from you, though. And you do notice that among all of these bears, there are some different weird, different folk. There's, what do we got here? There's an orc. There is a dwarf. There is a human with what kind of... You have, like, red hair, right?
Me?
Yes.
Yes, I have red hair and scaly kind of skin.
Yeah.
Golden scaly skin.
Some
So
scaly
you're a
skin
ginger. They have scales, right?
Excuse me for being
Not as pale, but yes.
Only
and actually,
the daywalkers.
the hair is like dark black, but if I'm in the sunlight, it's probably red. It has like red hues through it.
And there's a halfling trying not to be noticed.
I am talking to everybody though. I'm like, how's it going? Let's know more about this whole bear thing. How did you flex like that? Where'd you learn to do that stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm talking to the Awarebears too, just because I've never met them before and find them interesting.
Well, they tell you that they are cursed with lycanthropy, and you do not want to be a werebear, because sometimes you lose all control and just you'll kill your friends, and you don't want that because you'll feel very bad. And they say that in their bear form. So tonight is a special night. We usually don't even like to be with each other. We're not... You feel bad. You feel really bad about what you are and what you're doing. And you don't want to spread that or be around other people. But this is a special night. This is a night where we can always keep our control in because we're closer to the moon tonight.
They're all planning on eating that bird.
He kind of looks over his shoulder and is like...
Is he a part of the festival?
He can talk, so we're not looking to eat him.
Oh.
That's appreciated.
Yeet.
I just figured since he was in a cage, y'all had a...
We don't know who or what he is. He just kind of showed up around here, and we're not taking any chances considering what's going to happen tonight.
I mean, you guys let us. I shouldn't talk too much. I might end up in the cage, but we're not in cages.
You brought us our supplies. That was very nice of you.
That's true. That's very true.
That's
So,
a good point.
And I
is he,
appreciate
like,
being
in the
able
cage,
to
like in the
partake.
center of everything, or is he like off to the side or something?
No, he's off to the side. He's like away
Oh,
from the music and the partying and the ceremony stuff.
I can assure you, he is not a sacrifice. He's just someone that was around the fairgrounds, which was picked up. We weren't expecting anyone like outside of our caravan to come in, so we just have to keep him there for the meanwhile. But once the festival's done, we'll just release him.
Doesn't look very dangerous.
Well, I mean, I'm just here to make sure that the festival goes smoothly, and make sure that no one's feelings are hurt, and make sure everyone is enjoying the party. And since we have an outsider who we don't know and don't know the legitimacy of his story, I can't say that we can let him out. No uninvited guests to this festival. We just got to make sure that we keep our own over here. And as long as I have a proper head count and know who to speak with, and who's supposed to be here and who's not supposed to be here, and keep everything under control, we're all good.
You want me to find out if he's a troublemaker?
Like if you want to, by your own means, sure. As long as he's not hurt, because I have no intention of having him, hurt.
Oh, sure, yeah. The bears said that they didn't want him hurt, so I'll just, talk to him.
Yeah,
Get to know him.
I mean,
He's not a prisoner. Well, by my standards.
feel bad
Really?
about
I am a
having
prisoner.
someone caged up when we don't know if he's actually up to no good.
But he
What
could
kind of
be up to no good. They don't know, and we don't know.
Exactly, we
son-
don't know.
What kind of saunter up to the cage.
All right, you get a visitor.
Hey there,
Oh,
bird
Riss.
person.
Riss.
Riss.
Unless you want me to
Riss.
call you monkey person.
I'm Hyrule. The sun scorched as I give a
I
flourish and a
thought your
bow.
name was different now.
Yeah, you
I just-
said it was
I
Soren.
just reverted it back so that it wasn't as confusing for the audience. That way you don't have to make any changes. I'll just go with the first name that I came up with.
When I started, I had blue eyes, but now I have gray eyes.
Let me see your character sheet. This says you have blue eyes.
Hello, Riss. My name is Bronwyn.
Oh. I didn't do anything to the bears.
Have I ever seen a creature like this before?
Probably
Yeah,
not.
good question.
They can exist in Forgotten Realms, Corey, but it's up to you if they do in your Forgotten Realms.
They do exist in Forgotten Realms, yes, but they don't exist in this part of Forgotten Realms.
Oh, okay. All good.
Never seen a creature like you before.
I pose. Take it in.
Where did you come from?
I point in the general direction that I came from. I'm not even going to lie. I'm just not going to mention that
Just
I
the
used
portal.
He's pointing back towards where the city is.
So you came here for...
I'm just passing
Bears?
through. Well, I stopped to eat, and I planned to be gone, but I got captured.
So, I'll let the players know this. In Silvery Moon, there is an adventurers guild that's very famous there. It's called the Harpers.
Are you a harper?
No, I have a lute.
No, I meant if you were from the town of
I pull
Silvery
out the
Moon, where
lute and just start strumming it.
where you said you came from is the town of Silvery Moon. That's where
Oh, no, I
believe
flew
we set off
here from that way. I didn't stop in that town.
So you're not an adventurer then.
I mean, depends on you how you define adventure. I mean, I find adventure as I travel, but I don't seek it.
But you're not a guild member.
Seems you've stumbled into it.
Not of anywhere local, no.
I see. Well,
Actually, no, I'm not a guild member. I have not yet passed any tests to join any guilds. I am a free agent.
free agent.
You not call that hair? What do you call
Is
it?
there anything in particular you were in the area for? I'm just
Literally
trying
just trying to get through. But if you want me to prove that I am not a danger, if I had wanted to hurt anybody here, I have 2 crossbows and a bow, and I'm fully loaded. I haven't tried to escape. I have a dagger that can cut right through this. I have been as respectful as I can.
I would like to have an insight check to see whether I believe that he's like just passing through and doesn't mean any harm.
Okay.
I actually didn't say anything at this point that was a lie in this particular conversation,
He
so
has not.
I can try and persuade you of the truth, though. I don't know how that
No
works,
one
though. If
said-
I'm not,
okay.
if with insight,
whatever
since I'm
it
not
is.
lying.
No one checked him for weapons before they put him in the cage? Really?
Well, they figure if he breaks out, they get to beat him up.
Fair
I
enough.
figure if I got at least one round, I'm going to fly away. Bye-bye.
Because, I mean, it seems a pretty reasonable assumption if they didn't take his weapons and he hasn't tried to escape
They have weapons.
and he
too.
has wings.
They have weapons too, including bows and possibly magic.
They are werebears. And if they have horses, they're bear cavalry.
I'm trying to picture a
And if they're bear
just this
cavalry.
giant bear with a bow, and every time he tries to pull it, his claws just go right through that string. Ugh.
They use wire.
Although I shouldn't say much, I have talons at the end of my fingers.
Like, can you imagine the pull strength a bear could have on a bow?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I look
Like,
at
what
the
weight
the
of
guard
bow are
and
they
then back
pulling?
at Riss, and I go, how about we kind of try to make a deal here? If you're not here to harm anybody and you're not trying to intrude on the ceremonies that are going to be occurring tonight, perhaps we could work out some kind of deal to let you out of the cage, but separate you from your gear so that you cannot cause a ruckus. And then if at the end of the night all goes well, then we can all move on about our merry way.
They don't trust me, so they put me in a cage. But you want me to trust them with everything I own.
I look at the
Literally
werebear.
everything I own.
I look at the werebear and go, if you don't trust him, I will stand as his guardian and make sure that if he starts any trouble, I can respond quickly to stop him from doing any kind of disruption.
That ain't up to me. It's boss man.
I
Geppetto.
look over at
Looks
whoever
at
he
he points
at.
over at the gnome.
Oh, I walk over to the gnome.
Mhm.
I
Yes.
have a proposal, Geppetto. Yes.
Yes, Hyrule.
Well, you see, I spoke with Riss. He seems quite the quaint fellow, and he does not seem to be too dangerous, though his story is quite intriguing. I was suggesting that perhaps we could separate him from his belongings temporarily to ensure that his intentions are true, and then if he is who he says he is and simply just wanting to go along his way, at the end of the night, if he has not caused any trouble, perhaps that will earn him his freedom.
Well, I would be more than happy to have him join us. I was simply just trying to manage things for the Werebears, and considering that this is their festival, I didn't want someone from the outside to upset.
How about this?
A wisdom
What
check
if-
there. Roll insight, Geppetto.
Okay, insight.
Yes.
All right.
Do I need
Okay,
to roll
never
like
mind.
a
You're
persuasion?
whatever you're gonna do, you can do it. I was gonna give you some extra information, but never mind.
Yeah, my roll was kind of icky right now.
I will say maybe if you're just wanting to make sure that this goes off without a hitch,
Mhm.
maybe I can offer my services and we can draft Riss into ensuring that the operations of the festival go on without problem. And if he does anything crazy, I'll take charge and do something to stop him.
You know what? I am open to that suggestion. All right, so go ahead and, open his cage. He will be under your care and your charge. If he does anything to upset the Werebears, come report to me, and I will go ahead and, deal with the problem. Or yourself.
I can attempt to subdue him in the meantime, but yes, I will certainly do that.
All right, so I'll go with you and
If
ask.
he does anything dangerous or untoward,
Mhm.
of course.
All right. I'll go ahead and have him released then, and I'll go ahead and go with him to the guard, have him released, and I'll inform all the other Werebears that he's going to be charged with helping us with the festival, and and make sure that Hyrule is going to be looking over him.
Oh, okay. What keeps him from escaping?
This
We're
thing-
going to hold his personal belongings in the meantime, so
All right.
that way.
Keep his gear in the cage and he can go.
I hope this is acceptable to you, Riss.
I don't really like the idea of leaving everything I own in someone else's hands. I don't know you people.
It would just be temporarily. If you prove that you are no risk to anyone, then you will have your things returned.
Or I guess there's always the option of,
Sorry, just a sec.
if you'd prefer, you can just... Oh, okay. Headphones off.
Well, I mean, now out of character, could we charge Riss to be perhaps like a bodyguard in a sense? Maybe he can keep a dagger or a crossbow with him, so that way he watches the perimeter with Hyrule, or
That would be weird for him to go from prisoner to guard.
Yeah. Don't.
okay, yeah.
Don't. You don't.
Like,
get
I was trying to do the best I could
I
to
thought
like
he
come up with
wasn't a
a
prisoner.
neutral.
Said those words. Said those words. Exact words.
Mhm.
If you want,
I'm a very wishy-washy
I
like
was
character.
going to
I'm just
suggest
like,
that he could just
Just whatever
Leave.
keeps the peace. I don't want to die.
uh-huh.
That's what Hyrule's goal is like let's just try to de-escalate the situation and we'll all enjoy the festivities.
Yeah, I don't want people to be upset. It's just like, this situation seems iffy. Well, I'll try to keep it under control as possible, but I don't want Riss's feelings to be hurt too, considering that, he's just a stranger. I don't know what his intentions are.
That's fair.
Mhm. All right. So where do we go from here,
well,
Game Master?
Howard's
But it
still
depends on
not
what Howard
back.
is gonna say.
All right, sorry, I'm back.
No worries.
Oh, you were just
didn't
saying
quite
that
follow
you
everything.
weren't comfortable leaving all of your belongings in a stranger's possession.
Right.
So, I was saying, well, I guess the other option is you could just take your things and leave.
Let me get this straight. If I overheard correctly, didn't some of you help the bears set up the party, and therefore they trust you?
Exactly.
Yes.
Which is
So
why
if
I
I
said
help
if you
with the party, why can they not trust me? What they
that
have
is
their
just-
gear,
that is to trust that is in essence what I proposed is that
Except for the
you
gear
earn
thing.
their trust. Well,
except
yes,
for the gear.
but
thing.
if we give you your gear and you immediately attack the bears, then
Then they would
was
destroy
all
me,
for
as they
naught.
pointed out. Right?
the werebear says, "Hey, you see that guy over there? That's one of the guys that helps us with this celebration every year. We trust him. We trust the guys he brings. He wouldn't bring people that would disrupt the sanctity of this celebration. We don't know you. You could be here to disrupt the sanctity of this celebration."
I can assure you, I have no desire to mess up a werebear party. I don't even know. I didn't know that they had parties. I think it's neat. I'd love to see it. I don't wish to mess it up.
Right, and if you stay here in that cage, you won't.
And if you're worried about me escaping, then how could I mess it up if I left? And if you think you can kill me if I try something, then I still can't mess it up. So I'm inconsequential. Let me out.
Nice try.
I thought it made sense.
I'll lean over to the cage and go, "Look, friend, I'm doing my best. Hopefully we can work together to try to earn your freedom. I would not like to see anything go wrong for you here. But I am only one man here in the
But-
territory of bears."
One of the
Crossbows are
werebears
really
walks up to
expensive.
you.
I can't leave them behind. I could leave you my longbow.
One of the werebears walks up to Geppetto and says, "It's time, boss. Let's go."
All right. So, out of character, what is the time exactly? Like, when am I supposed
It's
to?
time to do the ritual of the moon.
Ah.
And the stars will align, and the moon and the earth will come into concordance, and creatures of the moon will pour out to party with you. Basically, midnight's coming up.
All right. So I will go ahead and attend the ritual.
So their drums will start beating. Everybody will feel this sense of anticipation. Matt, would you like to just make something up about a little speech about this entire thing? You think you can do that? Off the cuff acting?
Hard to say. I've been trying my best to ad lib most of my role here, so I'm just like,
That's all it is. Ad-libbing. Just go.
all
Just
right.
roll with it. You're a druid. Think druid nature stuff.
The moon, the creatures of the moon, the bears, they're all there. They're all waiting on your words. Go.
Oh, Lord. Ah.
In this
Descend to the
time.
plane of Aetherius.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
In these troubled times between bird people and bear people, we come together and whatever. And party.
I know.
I'm trying to figure out how to start the speech.
Friends,
Romans,
bears.
countrymen.
Countrymen, lend me your ears.
We got tequila.
All right. For those of us who are attending this celebration, we are here to welcome the congruence between the Earth, and the plane of the Moon, which, once upon this blue moon, we shall celebrate, feast, and make merry. And I'm trying so hard to come up with the lines afterwards. Started off so well. Ooh. All right, and no, that wasn't that last part wasn't.
Shouldn't have drank before I did this, guys.
I had to make sure that every flavor of ale was just as good as last year.
It's better. Way better.
All right.
Now,
so
without further ado, let the party begin.
Let the party begin.
All right.
Moonlight pours from a portal inside of the ruin. White moonbeams just shoot out. And as the music rises and rises, women that seem to be made of pure moonlight and flame begin to come out of this portal and dance to the music.
I get lost in the music and start dancing alongside of them.
You guys at the cage next to Riss, see him like fiddling with the cage in the back, like he's trying to test its strength and stuff. The Awarebear says, "I wouldn't do that if I were you."
I turn to him and say,
Yeah, it looks stronger than I am anyway. So, good cage. Well built. Good job on you.
"Come on, Riss. It's going to be a great party. You might
Well,
as
not
well
for
enjoy
me."
it."
If you're willing to just part with your belongings for a short period of time, I'm sure that you will come back to them.
I don't trust these people. Clearly, they don't trust me. Obviously, they're not trustworthy. Why would you be suspicious unless you yourself are guilty of something?
Well, I have many reasons to be suspicious of many people, but if I was in your situation, let me put it bluntly, I would cooperate rather than risk.
I have hurt no one. I was grabbed eating a berry and thrown into a cage, and you think that I have done something wrong?
I'm not stating anything about your guilt or innocence. I'm simply stating that if we would like to resolve things cordially, we have a path forward. Otherwise, there's not much else I can do to free you from the caging.
Where's the little guy that the bear said was in charge? Why are the bears listening to a gnome?
I believe he is a druid.
Oh.
He
Can
is
they
as
control bears?
much one with the forest as they are.
I want to talk to the gnome. Bring the gnome over here again.
I think he is currently preoccupied with dancing lunar flame women.
Is it getting close to midnight, Corey?
Oh yeah, it's past midnight. That gate is open. It's right there in front of your. It's right over there. Sacred moonlight women are coming out of it.
Damn it. I figured that was the portal, but I wasn't sure.
You can always tell us what you're up to.
I could, but why would I tell a group of strangers on another planet that I need to go through that portal?
Yeah.
When they're saying something I do might mess up their little weird ritual here. For all I know, going to that portal might be super against their sacred rites or something.
Well, you know,
You want me to bring you an ale?
I'll
Sure.
go ahead and do this then. Like, I take notice that the others are still with Riss at his cage, and I just kind of come up to see whether or not they want to join in on this celebration. And I also have another thing in mind too. I will ask the werebear guarding the cage, what can Riss do in order to earn your trust, so that way he can be out of the cage with his equipment to perhaps partake in the festival? What can he do to earn their trust?
Remember when he was lying before about who he was and why I was here?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. That makes me not want to trust him.
Fine. You want the truth? What's the worst that could happen? My name is Riss. My race is called Arakakra. I'm not from here. I'm from very far away, and I'd like to go very far away. But to get there, I was supposed to find a portal around here, and I think that might be it. But I'm afraid that you'll get mad if I walk through it.
Can I get another insight roll as to whether or not anyone is allowed to go through that moon portal?
Yeah, roll it.
It also does sound like a crazy story.
Actually, this would be more like religion or nature, not insight.
Okay, so let me take a look. Where the heck is that?
Oh yeah, for the whether it's okay for him to do that part.
Arcana, I'd say is a good skill too. Any of those.
I got nothing in Arcana.
Or
I have the same stats with Insight and Nature.
Nature would
Pick
work.
one and roll it.
You can do nature.
All right.
The halfling comes up to the cage and she looks up at you and she goes, "Where exactly does this portal go to?"
Okay, so I rolled a 4.
I'll whisper it to you, and those two can role play while I give you the information.
Okay.
Yeah,
Discard.
where does the portal go to?
Eastgard.
And just how far away is this place?
Other side of the portal, I guess.
Would you be willing to take anyone with you?
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Maybe we can work something out then.
Well, then let's go. Who wants to go to Eastgard? The maps I've been given say that you go through this portal, and then you're in Eastgard.
Well, what's it? What's in there? It could be
You-
a fiery pit. I don't. What?
Are you a mage of some variety?
No, I didn't make the portal. It was already there. All I was supposed to do was walk through it.
The
I'm a
portal
messenger.
with the light beings coming out of it right now. That portal.
That's the one.
Sounds like an interesting place for adventurers to go.
How far is it from the cage? Is it far? Like if I bust the cage open and we break out running?
Oh yeah, there's definitely werebears between you and them that'll stop you.
Oh, guys, be careful with that. Be careful with that. Hey, Corey, how do I whisper to you again?
/W. That's what
Slash-
you know. So /W, and then you can type in my name or GM.
in capitals?
It
It's
doesn't matter. It's
/W
not case
space, I
sensitive.
believe.
You need a
And then-
/W space, and then you can start typing my name, like the Truly Evil Bob, and it should come right up in a drop-down menu.
All right. Oh, hold on. I just saw the option and it didn't. There we go. I just put in GM.
That's fine. Yep, that worked.
So are we just going to stand around here and missing out on the
Sir,
entire
we have to-
festivities we came here
hold
for?
on.
I
and
bring a
just
bottle of-
decide
I bring a-
to out?
I bring a mug of ale over to Riss.
Oh, thanks. I drink it. Then I stop myself like after I've already been drinking it and go,
Matt, she's a goddess and she lives in another plane of existence. So no. And technically, yes.
Did he ask if he could bang a goddess? He did, didn't he? That's why he wanted to do it in whispers. He's like, what do I need to roll on a deception check to seduce this?
Certainly got me.
Oh.
Certainly got me. All right. So, like, I assume I overheard the conversation since I'm like nearby.
Yes,
So
yes.
I will ask Riss. So you claim that you have business to go over there.
but I didn't know about the Awarebear party.
Hmm.
That was
Okay.
news.
Okay. So that brings up another question that I need to ask Corey. How do I make sure, how do I confirm that his business, is legitimate to go through? In what way can I prove that? Nuts.
If he goes there and it's not, it's bad news for him. And may upset the spirits around here, but it's definitely bad news for him. So in the spirit of chaoticness, you could let it happen and just see if that works. But
yes, I am
a better way to do this would be for you to go over there as a guide to smooth over anything in case it's bad. Your business would be specifically to guide this idiot.
Okay, so I am willing to take the risk. I will act as a guide, and if none of the moon spirits are upset with your presence to go through the portal, I will guide you myself to the portal, and if nothing happens, I'll be sure to let you go on about your business.
I think the ladies want to go. I indicate first Sarah's character, the halfling. Other people seem interested, and I will be happy to take travelers with me. But I think you should all know that Eastgard is, what I know of it, is a mountainous region, but it might not be all of it. And people that look like humans, but they're a little more godlike. And they wear hats with horns, and there are big beer halls and lots of bragging about combat and lots of combat. And that's about all I know about that place.
Wait a minute, you said combat? I'm going.
There's
I'm
a
there.
lot of fun there, huh?
It sounds interesting. I've
Combat
never been
is-
there before.
I have to warn you, though, if you don't have any actual business to...
I do. I'm a messenger, I said.
Okay, with Reese, I understand, which is why I said I'll guide you, but to everyone else here...
You've never been outside this plane of existence. I have. Why are you the guide?
Because I have...
You just know some werebears.
Like, shut up. He's trying to get you out of the cage.
I'm just telling you that once we leave this plane of existence, you don't want a primer trying to tell you where you go. He's clueless.
Well, won't you? Aren't we just doing this so you get out of the cage?
Oh, okay, sure.
I am trying to make a case to see if you have permission to go through, because you claim that you have business to go through. For the others, it looks to me that it just struck their fancy to want to go. And the problem is that the Goddess Saloon only admits people with actual business to go over there. And woe
What if
be
you're
to the
protecting
person
him?
without a reason to be...
I've got it. I have your solution. One
Okay.
moment. I reach into my pouch and I pull out how many people want to go.
I would
how many
love
people
to.
want to go?
No?
Count. Did you count me? Why?
I'm the I'm the MC right here, so I can't shirk my duties right now.
Oh,
I'd
the
be interested
portal's-
in going, but
The portal's
He
open.
means yes. Let's move on.
Okay.
Matt, the portal's open.
Here.
You've done your
No.
duty for the night.
I put a silver a coin that you do not recognize the writing on it because it's obviously from somewhere else in each of your hands. I have paid all of you to guard me on my journey to give this message. You have business. Let's go.
All right. Well, I will take the risk.
That sounds
I'll
reasonable.
Go to the portal then, and I hope moon spirits will not go in a tizzy about this. So
Right.
I'll go ahead.
So we
and-
have an agreement, right?
All right. Since you are going to be his guards for.
Oh yeah, I will mark off 1 silver for each of you, and you each get 1 silver. Enjoy that.
Yay.
Thank you.
It has a symbol on it that is a
I've
woman
never worked for
with
so
a
little.
crazy bladed crown and long robes. That might be made of blades.
1 silver.
I grabbed my pack.
So it has knife sharp pleats.
So,
I am down 5 silver.
Hey, Corey, since he gave the go-ahead, I'm going to pull out my lock-picking stuff. I want to bust the cage open.
Like I was
don't
gonna
have
say
the
the way.
Bear is gonna let him out.
Yeah.
I'm going to let him out. He said it was okay.
The
I'm
bear
gonna
has
let
a
him
key
out.
and sees you lockpicking. Roll your lockpick proficiency. Dexterity lockpicking.
Natural 20 and just be like, I had the key.
All right, hang on.
Where'd you
Let
get
me
that
get my
key?
All right, do I get like a plus for having the tools?
No, you don't get a
No.
penalty for having the tools. You can actually do it.
You get to use
okay.
your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, you have a proficiency, so it's already in your
Okay.
proficiency bonus. Yeah, you get the proficiency bonus.
Okay, so I can't use that.
Automatically.
All right.
Yeah, if you just push the thieves tool
The
entry,
thieves
it should
tools,
automatically
it's at the bottom of your character sheet under the attributes column.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Oh, thieves tools. I see.
Yeah, under
okay.
the
It's usually
tools.
preset to Dex, but it might ask you to pick an attribute. If it does, I think it's probably
Yeah.
Dex, unless Corey wants to make it
Yeah,
more
dexterity.
complex.
Dex.
Dexter. I said dexterity already.
Oh, okay. So
All right,
then
so
ask
how
for
do
a
I-
preset. It'll just click on the words thieves tools.
Okay, okay.
As long as it's the skill or the one under the feats.
tool.
The tools, yeah.
Oh,
You
that
clicked on
says
armor
armor proficiency. It should be the next box up.
All right.
She's
hang
rolled nice clothes.
on. Okay, so I just input Dex on it.
Yep.
Okay, and submit. Okay.
Boom.
Nice.
The lock pops right open. The werebear's like, so I guess you need practice. I had the key, but
I point at Geppetto and go. He said it was okay.
yeah, I heard.
We could have just gotten the key, but all right, you do you.
I shrug and go, who needs keys?
I like her. She's useful.
Okay, you're
I done
out.
that like 4 hours ago, though.
Between you and the portal are lots of dancing bears and sexy moon women.
On the way over, I make sure to pick up a mug of ale that I can drink before we leave this plane.
Or you can just take it with you.
I'm gonna dance my way towards
Yeah,
the
I was
portal.
like,
All right, roll
and do the
performance.
funky chicken, I believe.
Roll
I grabbed
performance.
Funky chicken.
I grabbed my pack.
If
before we
anybody's
go.
dancing through it, roll performance.
Oh,
I don't have
Why
that,
not?
but sure.
I like dancing.
Ooh.
damn.
Dang.
Damn!
I'm an entertainer.
Hey, Corey, mine went privately to you because I've got to reset it.
Yeah, I
but-
see it.
Oh, huh.
Okay.
Eely deely, eely
Bronwyn
deely.
and Geppetto are not very graceful.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh jeez, Matt has a
Shibbity
negative.
shaboo.
It's about on brand.
Shibbity
Okay.
shaboo.
All right. As you are dancing through, the people who
breakdance.
are there are a bunch of you that are just kind of like grooving on your way through there. You're doing the dance exactly like everybody else. Everybody's like, wow, those guys are really great. Then there are two that are really terrible. And it upsets the moon spirits,
Oh no!
and they will attack you each
Oh,
no.
with a fist attack.
I get punched. Poor tomato.
Missing Bronwyn.
Missing both of us,
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure.
think it misses both of you. But they were upset at you for messing with their skis, and they're and y'all kind of like, oh god, and you kind of shuffle off.
Like, whoa! No offense.
I would like to attempt to help Bronwyn, make it like a duet thing and get her out of there.
As she's trying to
Spin her around.
talk this moon spirit down as if that's a thing, you come in and just kind of sweep her up and
I don't know why, but I imagined one of them doing the peppermill and just like
doing your feathery
No.
fan dance.
no, wrong. Yeah, exactly.
Put your arms down. Put your arms
Yeah,
down.
they were upset because
Stop dancing.
both of y'all were trying to floss your way through, and no one's having any of that.
Oh,
All right,
You know
you
what?
make it to the portal. It's situated between an archway in these kind of temple-y ruin kind of things, and it's filled with kind of blinding moonlight.
Kinda blinding.
Well, it hurts to look at it. You can not lose your eyesight looking at it, sure. If you look away, you kind of get those blobs.
Dazzling. How do we just
Well,
I'll
Laris,
reach my hand out
where
and
are we
touch
headed?
the portal.
All right, the portal feels like it's water.
I'm gonna step through.
Okay, you walk through.
Oh, I
He
thought
disappears
you were
into the
saying
moonlight.
After we did. Okay, yeah.
He disappears.
Actually, I
into
was
True.
dancing with the halfling, so if she doesn't seem to object, I just swing her with me.
All right, unless you say no.
Doesn't object.
All right, then we're gone.
Not the halfling. You were dancing with
The
the dwarf.
dwarf.
Was it a dwarf?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the dwarf.
Oh, my
Oh,
bad.
okay.
The dwarf
Yeah,
goes
Branwyn.
through.
Oh, it was
They
Bronwyn.
disappear
Sorry, my
into the
bad.
moonlight.
I haven't memorized everybody's names yet. I got the name right.
well, I'm
Our
taking a
names
deep
are on our
breath, shuffling my
pictures.
stuff, shuffling my accents, stepping through.
Okay, you walk on through. Is
I
everybody
will
else
walk on after.
okay? Right. So everybody goes through.
Everyone roll new characters. It was a sphere of annihilation.
Oh, so that's just what I was. Fear of annihilation. Everyone's dead.
So
You
I
Fell for
So
it.
I basically shirk my duties as master of ceremonies. I assume it's I assume maybe one of the characters is like, all right, they're gone, and then one of them reaches their hand from the portal, grabs me by the collar, and just yanks me right into the portal. It's that's probably the only option I can imagine happening. It's
first-
all right, peace. Ugh!
The first sensation everyone gets is the sound of crashing waves as you come out on a rocky island. In the middle of this island is a palace, and directly above the palace is the full moon. On the shores of this rocky island are those moon women. And they're just kind of lounging. Some are swimming. Some are talking to each other.
I will pull forth my lute and attempt to recreate the music I was hearing earlier. Start striding towards the women.
All right. Kind of gets up and walks over and says, "Dear, the party's on the other side of the portal."
Oh, well, I thought, you were here and I had the music.
Oh, I've been to about 20 of those. I don't need one anymore.
Snap my talons and walk back to the group.
Got rejected, huh? So what are we doing here?
Sparks.
I'm here to deliver a message, and y'all wanted to go somewhere special. Here you
I
are.
mean, let's go deliver it then. Let's get get to get it?
I'm guessing I go towards the palace, and I start walking that way.
Okay. As y'all go towards the palace,
I'll shuffle along. It's like,
I'm kind of
wait.
odd and like looking around, taking it all in. Hell are we?
as y'all start walking towards the palace, you know, as you're getting closer, the moon is staying above the palace, so it's kind of like moving more and more above you as you walk towards it. These
3 days.
moon women kind of stop being around, and then you start seeing these snake women up more near the palace. They look kind of like Naga, but they have wings on their back, and they all wear masks.
Scrub my loot and smile as I walk by, as much as you can smile with a beak.
I could just imagine this like awkwardly
Wait, are you
They
a-
nod to you as
Are
you
you a
pass with
bird
your
with
loot.
teeth?
No.
Actually, as you're strumming your loot, make a performance check.
Okay. Well, I roll loot, though, right?
Your loot,
Yeah, proficiency with the loot.
yeah. Okay. Some of them kind of like start gathering a little around you to hear your music. And they kind of move with you.
I'll sing an Orin lullaby, which is the language of the wind. Because I want to be weird.
Anybody
You're
else
just
Anybody else doing anything?
Looking around like
following
we're
around.
being slightly surrounded by a bunch of snake ladies, and it makes me a little nervous.
Yeah, there's a bunch of snake ladies.
I'm shaking my boots because I'm supposed to be back at the party, and it's like, oh, great.
Just imagining all the stuff that's going wrong right now. They
Staring at
probably ate all the food and they ran out of drinks. And
Okay.
The moment the ale was gone, the fighting began.
there's not enough napkins.
It was a bloodbath.
You get to the entrance of the palace. And where is it? Yes. At the entrance, there is a giant silver it looks like a statue, but it has like glowing eyes of white moonlight that kind of track you.
That looks safe.
We're here on business. We're here on business. We're here on business, and I'm acting as a bit of a guide, somewhat.
As you
Does
approach,
follow me.
I'll
it
make
kind of
do.
puts out its arm and says, "What business do you have in Ardengale?"
Bring a message for
Argentil.
Orium Triskalia of the Planeswalkers Guild from Flynn Longfingers.
You may enter Argentil. And he puts down
And I
his arm.
make a deep sigh of relief. I'm like, oh, so that's what we're doing. Ah.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm delivering a message?
You did say that.
Well,
And
we didn't know the specifics.
he
But, all right, let's make our way.
reverts
I have
to a
a
statue
party
form.
to get back to.
Does he let all of us do or just me?
Oh, everyone.
Okay, cool. Good. I will make my way then, obviously.
Okay, you're in the palace. There is a main entryway. There are stairs going up. There are doors everywhere. You don't know where you're going.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Should be, you have a map or something? Or
The snake
I don't
women
think
go.
they gave me a map of the castle,
The
right?
snake women say, "Why did you stop playing?"
uh-oh.
All right, we're lost. Do you know, can you lead us to Flynn while I, or no, sorry, to Orium while I play?
What did? Excuse me again.
Orium
Orion.
Triscalia? Oh, is he a snake name?
The name sounds familiar. What does he do?
All I've been told is he's with the Planeswalkers Guild, and I would find him here.
Ah, yes, the Planeswalker Guild. You want the infinite staircase, then?
Oh, that sounds like a long walk.
Infinite staircase.
That's
Please.
what it sounded like.
Follow us.
Thank you. And I will continue to play since they seem to
No.
like it.
Thank you for the lovely song.
Oh, thank you for being a guide.
And they take you through a doorway and through a hall and into and there's this big door to this room where there's this big kind of let's see here. It is yes. A huge set of intimidating doors that has a silver surface on which is carved the symbol of infinity. As you approach it, the other snake women kind of fall back a little.
Wait, well, the one that spoke with me, I try and catch her eye as she's backing off.
Yes.
May I ask a couple things before we go?
If you could come back here, I would be very helpful. Be very helpful. I answer your questions.
Sure, I walk over to her, stupidly trusting. Howard expects to die, but the character does not. I'm not familiar with your race. I'm an Arakocra. What are you?
We are the Lilindi.
Thank you.
We live on
and
Isgard. We live here in Isgard.
Have lovely wings.
Thank you.
As I kind of flex mine, show off a little. And when we go through the door of the staircase, does it only go up or down or both?
This is the base of the staircase.
Oh, so go up. And do you know how the journey works on the staircase?
You'll have to ask the Lilindi who take care of the staircase.
Oh, okay. Did she point at someone on this side, or did she just point at the door?
She just points at the door.
Thank you again. It's a pleasure to meet the fair Lilindi. You are an impressive species.
Why, thank you. We don't get many of your kind here, so it was a pleasure to hear you. It was a pleasure to see you and to hear your music.
I give her a little bow, and I will return to the party. So we go through the door, and there'll be more snake women, and one of them hopefully will tell us where to go.
Okay.
Okay, you approach the doors. As you do, the infinity symbol that's part of the door begins to push away from the door towards you, like come out of the door. As that infinity symbol is revealed to be on a mask. And attached to that mask is another Lilindi. Greetings. I am your guide to the infinite staircase. And now you notice a whole bunch of other Lilindi with infinity symbols on their masks as well have appeared from the walls around you.
Thank you. We're trying to get to Orium Triskalia, and I was told the staircase could take us to him.
He's part of the Planeswalker Guild, correct?
Yes.
I will lead you there. It is about a 9-hour journey.
I have traveling rations. Sounds great.
Long trip.
Ooh, I hope the party is okay without me.
Hey, now would be a good time to tell you that time might travel differently here than there. For all you know, they all died thousands of years ago.
Okay.
You broke him. He's broke.
I'll
Because
just
you knew you were leaving your plane of existence, right?
Yes, I just wasn't aware of a few certain nuances. I should have been aware of that.
Or they could be. You could go back and maybe only a minute's passed. It varies.
The Lilindi nods and says, The full moon on your side, I believe, lasts 2 days, but here it lasts for many more. Time does travel differently here.
That brings me some comfort.
Hmm.
Okay, I'll continue with
What a
risks.
wondrous land we've been to.
Perhaps this may be worth my time.
Two of the
New
Lilindi
experiences.
will, or I'm sorry, yeah, two of the Lilindi will come up and they'll grab the side of the doors and will open them for you. Inside, it looks like a tower with a staircase that runs inside, spiraling inside of the tower. And there are vines that hang down everywhere. Ivy, creeping up the walls, coming over the sides of the staircase, stuff like that.
Oh, this looks pleasant.
Well, everything is beautiful here, isn't it?
Very much so. But this might be a heaven realm, in which case there's going to be a lot of that. But sometimes they have dark sides, so be careful.
So the Lilindi will start going towards the staircase.
I'll follow him.
All right.
Yep.
She'll begin to ascend with you.
So, have you ever been to this plane before, Reese?
This one's new to me.
Where do you come from originally?
Place called the Outlands. Very far away from here, but closer to the Outlands. From this place is close to the Outlands than the Prime Material Plane, which is where you're from.
The Lilindi says, "This is not this is not one of the outer planes.
Oh, it's not.
We are
I
no
had no idea where
longer.
this card was.
We are no longer in Isgard. We are now on the Infinite Staircase."
This might be an astral or ethereal bridge thing. I'm not real sure.
It's much closer to that. Yes.
So, you just guard the staircase? Lead those travelers who seek to use it?
We are caretakers of the staircase, yes. But your friend has gifted us with a song. We wish to repay him.
Kindness for a kindness. Good to know.
If there are any questions you have of the staircase, I would be happy to tell you.
How was it created?
Oh. Such a thing is lost to time. Perhaps the old gods made this. Perhaps it was always here. But the gods do use it from time to time. Isgard is filled with dead gods who have scaled the Infinite Staircase and have come tumbling down.
That if we see a god on the staircase, be sure to be on the right side if he's coming down, so he can come on the other side, because that's just proper staircase etiquette.
Left indeed.
What of your people?
Well, we are the Lilindi. We are natives of Isgard. There are many factions of us. You speak to the faction of the Infinite Staircase.
Oh,
We enjoy art, music, literature, paintings, things of beauty.
Oh,
gee.
have you heard of the Society of Sensation? Because I think that you two would get along.
We have
The
seen
what?
some of this society. They are amenable to us.
I'm working on it. I still have to find a few extra sense journeys to complete my membership.
This is all quite fascinating.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
All right. If there are more questions, or
So we just start walking up, or can you show us the
She,
No way.
I assume
Yeah,
we've been
she-
walking
This
up.
is
Guiding-
in route, and we're good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll play a tune occasionally, but I think that playing straight for 9 hours would be nigh impossible. So I'm not going to do that.
Well, after the
My-
first hour,
my-
y'all have been walking on stairs for an hour going up. Everybody make a check. I'm gonna
Look at the
say,
core.
Constitution?
Look in the core.
yeah, I'm gonna say it's a Constitution saving throw.
So,
Why am I making such bad rolls today?
You should have seen me back when I was in the cage.
1, 2,
Hey,
3,
does-
4, 5.
sorry,
Somebody's
I'm new to the Roll20 thing. Does everything come off our character sheet, or
yeah.
Yes. So
okay,
there's
so
a little
I would just roll the Constitution.
On
my
their
yes, there's a
saving
little
throw.
square box that has saving throws written at the bottom of it.
Ah, okay.
Just click the word Constitution. It's toward the
Like,
left near
I'm
the top.
seeing how poor my roll was. I assumed that being a halfling and like climbing all these stairs is like
You're a gnome.
normally I can traverse these heights.
You're a gnome.
Feeling very winded today. Ugh.
Weird.
Do you wear
legs.
like a Santa hat?
Okay, Sarah, on your character sheet,
Uh-huh.
you know on the right where your attributes are?
You mean the left?
I'm sorry, the
It's
left.
on the
Yeah,
left.
on the left where your attributes are.
Okay.
Just to the right of that.
Just to the right of that, there's a box
There's
that says saving
a
throws.
square box.
And there should be a word. It should list like strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
Oh,
and if you-
okay, yes, I see that.
Click
if you
the
click
word
on the
Constitution.
word Constitution,
Yes.
it should in like start.
There you
the
go,
roll.
you did
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
All right, a
Can I
6.
do an athletics
Well, that
roll
sucks.
instead?
Okay,
Can I do an
As-
athletics roll instead?
The two tiniest people are tired.
Yes, we are.
as you are making your way up after the first hour, there's a landing there. But here's what happens. As you walk up, you come through, like, it looks like there's a ceiling with a little hole in it where the stairs go up through, and you go up through there, and there's this landing with different staircases leading off in different ways. And it doesn't look like there's walls anymore. It just kind of fades out into nothingness. And you see maybe a staircase going in one direction. It looks kind of like an Escher painting with staircases going in different directions, floating in the darkness. Matt's character, Geppetto, and what's your character's name, Sarah?
Iceling?
Iceling.
Aisling, yeah.
Iceling. You're both feeling a little winded and sore, but it was only a DC 5 not to be exhausted, so you don't have any exhaustion yet.
Okay, good.
So you can rest here, or you can continue on up the staircase.
I say we keep going. A little out of breath, but I think I can manage.
Yeah, me too.
Well, if they're not going to be hurt by it, then sure. Otherwise, I have some silk rope. We can tie the little ones to the big ones.
I all out chuckle when he says that.
I may be small, but I at least have a bit of resilience. I appreciate the offer.
All
With a
right.
scowl.
I didn't mean anything offensive.
I was like, I feel like that was kind of offensive, but
I've been walking to be nice to
nobody's
y'all.
tying anybody to me. I'll tell you that.
I don't know how much help I would be in carrying one of the
We're
halfling
fine
or
to
the gnome.
walk. Don't worry.
Good. Yes. So, tell me more about your people.
The Lilindy says, this is as far as I'm going.
Oh,
But I will tell you which way you will need to go. Take this path, and always take the path to the right of it when there is a split, and you will make it to the Planeswalkers Guild. There are many doors on your way, and they will lead to many different and interesting places, but many dangerous places. There might be other Lilindri that might help you on your way.
Might?
Do not leave the staircase, because there is danger in that. And always be in a group.
Okay.
we
Sounds good to
appreciate
me.
your assistance. It has been of great help.
If you are ever alone, the staircase... How can I say this? The staircase might bring you to your heart's desire. And
Looking for a staircase like this.
if you reach your heart's desire, you'll never leave it. Of course, you will be happy. But the reason you came here, that will always be lost. And lastly, if you find the door with your heart's desire, but have unfinished business and leave that door, you'll never be able to find it again.
Oh, that's rough.
Temptation abound.
But if you're in a group, the staircase won't know whose heart to follow. And you won't be tempted.
Don't get split up.
I have every intention of staying with this group.
Thank you for your guidance.
We sort of must now. And yes, thank you. Your kindness has been greatly appreciated.
Well, then, I'm going to say this is the best 5 silver I've ever spent.
Well, certainly you now have guardians on your mission. However, how we will return is a whole nother question entirely. So you may be stuck with us until we find a way back to the prime material plane, as you so put it.
Hey, yeah, actually, I do know where a portal is back to where you guys were. That can be done. First, we have to get out of this place. But first, before we do that, I have to go deliver this message.
Well,
where
we
went
shall
for?
accompany you.
Sounds good to me. It looks like you said we only traveled an hour, right? So we got
Right.
8 more.
That's right.
Ugh.
Let's go.
Up
She said,
the
follow this
stairs.
path to the right and keep going
I
right
will-
at the corpse.
I will tighten my boots.
Tighten your boots.
Fluff the bootstrap.
Yep. Wrap them up.
All right. We'll
So,
start
tell
walking.
me about yourself, Reese. Tell me about your life before we have encountered you. I know a bit about some of the other individuals here. Maybe we can all share and get to know one another. We have a long walk ahead.
I was living in a floating city called Sigil. Big circle in the sky. It's at the top of an infinite spire, which doesn't have a staircase on it. And it's also at the top of an infinitely tall spire. So you figure the math on that one, because I never have.
What's it like?
Pretty much your normal bustling city, except that when I've been in the prime realms like yours, you don't see as many different things as you see in Sigil. Like demons and devils walking around like they're people, and they're not. Well, he actually looks a little angry at that.
They're not.
I don't care what they say or how many gold they pay me. They're not people.
I could just imagine his feathers just puffing up like behind him. Going,
Squawk!
And they're not.
And also, exciting creatures. They're the exact opposite of exciting creatures, but really neat to look at. There are things that look like circles and squares, well, cubes, and they just wander about with big eyeballs. And I don't know what they're doing, but they mutter a lot in a strange monotone voice. I am a robot. They're very strange. That is really hard to do a monotone modern voice when you're already doing a squawking bird voice.
I am a robot.
Like, I'm just looking bewildered, like, what sort of strange creatures do you encounter?
You probably should know a few things.
Have you ever encountered a dragon there?
Well, it wouldn't fit easily, but I mean, they could be there if they take their people forms. And if they're there, they hadn't told me.
Human?
I'm
Like people forms? Dragons?
Yeah, they
yes.
can do that.
Well, of course. Dragons take people form. They can take very many forms.
Oh.
Many are extremely powerful mages.
If I've met a
I haven't
dragon,
heard this
didn't tell me.
before. Well, I guess that makes the Dragonborn make a lot more sense.
That was always my theory. But I don't like to talk about it because then people say rude things about people and chickens. And I get mad.
Hmm.
Do you have chickens where you come from?
Yeah, we have all the same things you do and a whole lot more because we have everything from the world you're from, along with everything from all the other ones.
Must be an interesting place to be.
Sounds fascinating. Sounds like a place one could learn quite a bit about the arcane.
Oh yeah, there's a pretty big magical college library thing. I
Books and
did
such.
pick up a woman there once. Not a book though.
Yeah.
Any druids in attendance in this city, or even college?
I don't know if they're going to college, but there are druids. Or, I don't know, they might be werebears. Both of you do that thing.
Wizards and their musty tomes, yeah. I sound very dejected as I say that.
Oh,
Oh, I knew a Furbolg druid.
could you repeat that, Howard? I didn't quite hear that.
I said, oh, I knew a Furbolg druid.
A Furble druid?
Yeah, it's big guy, kind of fuzzy. Talk to
Furbolg.
trees.
You know, a furbolg.
Yeah.
Furble. Would I know that?
Up to
Like-
Corey, I have no idea.
Corey, would I know that?
I would
They're kind of
likely.
yeah, sure. A furbolg is like a giant, a small giant.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
Generally
Right.
forest dwellers.
All right, that makes sense. Considering
Kind
I'm
of fuzzy.
considering I'm a forest dweller too. Yeah, all right.
All right. After 2 more hours of huffing it up these stairs again, you see weird portals and doors going places, different staircases, upside down staircases, all sorts of different neat stuff.
We keep taking rights, right? We're still
Yes.
taking rights.
Yeah.
Always keep right.
That's what she said. That's what I intended to do.
Mhm.
As the second hour passes, the darkness fades away until there's like a big half moon in the sky that kind of rises up as you guys climb. But otherwise, the void of darkness is still there. Everybody make another Constitution saving throw.
Yay! I'll roll athletics.
No,
No, it's
roll
Constitution
athletics.
saving
Roll
throw.
Constitution
I
saving
know.
throw.
I'm kidding.
This really is an interesting place.
Oh, you got a natch 20.
Oh,
All right.
Your wings are serving you well.
The DC
Yeah, anytime that I even stumble a little, the wings just come out.
the difficulty of this one was 10, so everybody made it. except for Sarah.
Okay. I think I rolled twice. I didn't know it went the first time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you rolled. That's the second time. Yeah.
Okay,
everybody
sorry.
made it. So nobody is
Nobody's exhausted.
exhausted.
Yeah, because our camaraderie helped.
I can
break
hardly
our
believe that there
mentors.
is truly an infinite staircase. This is
The little people are determined to show no weakness to the big people.
or average sized people.
We can walk, damn it. We're fine.
I'm not,
These stairs are getting bigger, though.
I'm not
There's nobody
surprised that there's an
larger than
infinite staircase.
medium size.
I'm only glad that it's not the top of it that we need to get to.
Certainly, that would be quite the task. I don't know what infinite means.
Where is the top of this infinite staircase? Just keep walking. You get there.
Well, you see, it means it doesn't end. It's possible that the top is also the bottom.
I look at you and smile and go, sure it is. Of course.
Just so you know, everybody who rolled below a 15, it's hard to catch your breath. You know, you can still make it. You can still go. It's just, yeah, this is tough going.
Look, I'm getting tired. Like I have no shame about it. I'm like, look, I'm tired. We've been walking up these stairs for hours.
And we
need
didn't
to
really
rest.
we didn't get much of a break after walking
At some
all the way.
point.
I pass a water skin to the big gray lady.
Thank you. My legs are still tired though, and I would like to rest as soon as we can do that. Where it's
You're
How
on a
close are we
landing,
to the
yeah,
next
just-
landing?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a big open landing here.
Okay.
Okay.
are we
well,
on a landing now, or are we approaching one?
Y'all,
We've come up on a landing.
y'all take a short rest of 1 hour. That allows your legs to rest up a little. So the next check again will be at a 10. If you rest 1 more hour, the check will be reduced to a 5 for your next Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So how long are you resting? 1 hour, 2 hours?
I look at the little people, not trying to be rude, but just in my head, that's what here you look first. How long do we need to sit?
Like
I look right at the druid.
I can keep going. Like I have no issues unless I become extremely tired. Then I will pipe up. But otherwise, we can.
As we're resting, I'm just gonna have a little minor illusion that does drums to his guitar beats if he plays guitar.
The loot.
Yes.
I just need to
Yeah,
know.
as long as we're just sitting there, I'll strum the lute occasionally.
I
And
just,
I will
It
make-
might, it might make a snake woman appear.
I just need to know if you're resting for 1 hour or 2 hours.
I think 1 hour.
I'm good with
I don't know
one.
if anybody really.
Okay.
That's actually I shouldn't assume. Anybody
Zira, do
needs
you
to rest
speak up?
longer.
Because you were the one who wanted to sit.
I think
Zero.
1 hour.
1
should be-
hour is fine. I just needed
Yeah.
to stretch and sit for a moment.
I will strum my lute for an hour, and we'll see if I suck or not. Not that it matters.
You know, I'll strum along with you.
You do.
I think
You
I'm.
do.
Oh, hey, I have advantage. People helped. I can roll again. Bam, much better.
All right, I will make a little minor illusion that's a
No,
drummer
you don't
boy
have to
who
roll.
just
You're
drums
just
along.
you're just assisting him. If you assist, you give him advantage, but you don't roll. Got it, Matt?
Oh, I did roll. Oh,
don't-
okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll rescind that roll and give him an advantage.
Exactly.
Don't
You
worry
said
about rolling
I am
unless somebody
helping
tells you to
him
roll.
in his performance. That is what you said.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause that
So, after an hour, everybody starts back up again. You start going up the staircases, weird doorways here and there. After another 2 hours, things start to change again, and there are big columns that appear. Big, like, stone columns that you can just see rising up. and there is light kind of everywhere, but nowhere, coming from nowhere. At this new point, everybody's got to make another Constitution saving throw.
All
Let's
right.
do that. Uh-oh.
Okay. That would be Riss, Bronwyn, and Arsling.
Aisling.
Why do people keep changing their position in Zoom? Are people losing connection and then coming back?
No, that was when Howard
I haven't noticed any
changed
changes.
his thing. I told you it changed the position.
It changed
Oh, when I
everyone's
stopped the video
position.
and moved everything? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I only did
it
it that
moved.
once, though.
yeah, but it changed
All
the
of the
position of
name
everybody
tags are
on the.
wrong.
Oh, well, I won't do that
I
again.
tried to warn you, but you said no, it didn't. So I was like, okay, well, he must know best.
Okay.
No, he doesn't.
Boom. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin
I
anything.
Yeah. If you lose connection, it just messes all the people up on Zoom and everybody goes different places.
Next time I need a moment of privacy, I'll just do this.
Well, you can turn your camera off and it shouldn't do that.
That's
Oh,
what I
That
did.
is what he did.
But you shouldn't change your
That was
position.
creepy.
Hold on. Tarek, turn your camera off.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah. Do it.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it makes you go to the bottom. Okay, turn it back on. Dang.
Well, good to know.
Yeah, it messes
Sorry about
with
that.
everything
By the way,
if you turn your camera
Geppetto,
off.
do you make marionettes?
Oh my goodness gracious!
I had
That
to
was
ask.
your one. That was your one.
All of the audience wanted to know. I'm sure. They were
No,
just
I
as
don't
curious
make
as me.
marionettes.
Do we have an audience?
Yeah.
Neat.
No.
Are
Like,
there
how
people
many
who
people
come
are
and
watching?
watch? Juvy's in
There
the
are
comments.
Three concurrent, I think, right now.
Dude, I don't even know how to watch this show if I wanted to.
You just log into the Discord and there's a link.
What?
If you go into the Discord never mind.
Yeah.
It's not important for the audience to know about our behind the scenes details.
We got Sarah's character, Arsling,
Aisling.
Eastling.
Aerosol? Did you just say aerosol?
Watch
Jesus
out, she's full of
Christ.
CFCs!
Just inject it into you, kills the coronavirus.
Exactly,
Oh,
it's good.
Lord.
It does the things. Put some
Um,
Lysol in there.
Oh, I've been
Yeah,
hearing
Corey.
Iceling, right?
Juvie wants to know if
yeah.
Reese
Iceling.
or if Howard is a duck.
Riss, Reese, and
Riss.
who else? Bronwyn. All of you guys take a level of what's it called?
Exhaustion?
Exhaustion. Yes, you are all
Okay.
exhausted.
And what does that do?
Oh, terrible stuff.
Bad things, and it gets worse as you get more exhausted,
Yes.
up to and including death.
You
So-
can die from exhaustion.
Yes.
Yes, you can. But I got that was my first fail. It went straight to a level of exhaustion.
You get one level. You get your first level of exhaustion.
Okay.
I was telling you everybody every check. I was like, this is the DC for the check to not get exhausted.
I'm not arguing. I just want to make sure I was clear.
Argue with him. Argue.
Are you?
I don't like to argue with the DM. It's bad.
tosses things at people.
Where is
You
exhaustion?
can,
Oh, here it is.
whoever said something about Howard the Duck can pike off.
Okay.
Juvie's a
I
good
was waiting
guy.
for you
Way to
come
get under
back
Howard's
around to it.
skin.
I was
Mention
like, I
Howard the
know.
Level 1,
No, we heard it.
guys. Level 1 only gives you disadvantage on ability checks. That includes skill checks too.
Mm-hmm.
So
It
ability
sucks.
checks and
All right.
skill
So
checks.
do we put something on our character sheet, or how does that work?
I'm just writing mine under the bio tab because it's really the only spot you have to just write whatever.
Oh wow, yeah, there isn't a conditions thing.
You'd think their character sheet would have a condition marker thing. Yeah, they don't.
I would probably put it in additional features and traits. That would probably be the best.
So
I think
That's
I would just
where
click
I
the
stuck
disadvantage
it,
button
just-
and keep it on.
So
Just because.
you three have disadvantage on your ability checks and skill checks. If you get another level of exhaustion, your speed will be halved. If you get another level of exhaustion, it's disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
And the way to get rid of exhaustion is sleeping.
Yes, you have to rest for
8
long
hours.
rest.
Oh,
I
bummer.
mean, like, if time works differently, I don't mind resting. I'll just make the assumption that we are only going to be here for a very short time when we get back to my plane.
Or a very long time.
Well, they specified how, or the Elindra, or whatever she was, did specify that this place is running slower than y'all's plane. On the
Yeah.
other hand, we're not staying on this plane forever, so who knows?
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to cross to other places.
Like,
I
I
think we
mean,
should
like,
give up on that party. I think they need to go ahead and
Actually-
let it go and just let God or something or whatever.
Let the
It will.
werebears sort out the
Let
trouble.
it go and let it alone.
Actually, she alluded that Isgard might be running slower than his plane. Then they also said that this is not Isgard.
Oh yeah, the staircase is not as guard.
Yes.
Point.
Just let it go.
Yeah,
They're
you
fine.
might want to pray to whatever nature deity you follow that the werebears didn't tear
fine.
each other apart.
It was a wonderful success. They all got drunk. They all
I mean-
passed out happily, and then they woke up and went about their separate ways because they don't like to stay together.
But yeah, sure. That, you know what? It probably happened exactly
what
the way that Braziria.
That's exactly what happened.
Most
What
most
happened-
chaperones leave at midnight. It was well after midnight when we went through the portal. How long
The
did they want
party
to party?
started at midnight, but
The ritual was a smashing success. I'm sure that the werebears are happily drunk and playful.
I was impressed by the dancing werebears.
I was impressed by their nimble movements. Quite rhythmic.
Yeah, they call it dancing.
Of course, we're just saying it was quite impressive that they were so nimble on their feet, being so large and feral.
Hey, do we want to break up this rest? Maybe a couple of us stay away, guard the others, and then switch out.
Oh, do you
switch out?
do you want
Seems like a good
to have
idea.
Oh, so we're actually okay. We're doing that. Okay,
You're doing a
Yeah,
long
we
rest?
should have somebody on
Oh.
watch. That's,
do a long rest
Okay.
now. We only made it. What is this? 4 hours now?
Hey, that's like almost
3?
halfway.
Do y'all have
Y'all want to go
rations?
one more flight and then do
Yeah.
it? It might get worse though.
Yeah,
Corey, is that what
we
you
don't
said?
want to make it worse.
If you're going to do a long rest, you're going to have to mark off a ration.
Okie doke. What we didn't realize was that we were stuck in this staircase forever if we stay for too long.
For infinity.
Did Braziera take my water skin and did she give it back?
no, because I have my own water skin.
Okay.
So, thanks. However, we're not resting. We're not taking any more long rests because
Yeah.
Why are my dice rolling?
I don't have no more food. I should have took some of that food from the party. Jeez.
I can help. Well, I have a lot of rations.
I need to double check the engineering pack because for some reason the
10.
computer only gave me one.
Yeah,
Okay.
it gives you 10.
Yeah.
10.
Well,
comes
I'll
Yeah,
up
check
it
to
the
also
engineering
messed
pack.
up with mine.
Yeah, like I was only given one ration.
Yeah, me too.
What pack do you have?
I have the Dungeoneers pack.
It comes
The
with
engineer's
10.
pack comes with 10 rations, 10 pythons, and 10 torches.
Explorer's pack.
Explorer's pack also comes with 10 rations.
Ah, okay.
And those pythons had a lot of weight.
No pythons though. You don't get any pythons. I think you get like 5 or 10 torches.
No,
though.
it comes with 10 pythons.
Explorer's pack doesn't come with pythons.
Oh, no, not the explorers.
Yeah, Matt said he had an explorer's pack.
Yeah, that comes with the bedroll instead.
Yeah, it comes with a bedroll. That's it. That's the only difference. Oh, it also
Thousand
doesn't have
platinum.
a hand.
Well,
It also doesn't have
the
a hammer
hammer or the
or
crowbar.
crowbars.
That's all I could have gotten out of the cage. Can't believe I forgot I had a crowbar.
Crowbar. Dungeoneer's pack has a backpack, crowbar, hammer, pythons, torch, 10 torches, tinderbox, 10 rations, water skin, and hempen rope.
All
And I
right,
just happened to buy some soap to go along
the
with
way
it.
I was rolling, I would have hit the bear with the crowbar trying to get it.
Did we get to another landing, by the way, Corey?
Yes.
Yep, that's where we are
Okay.
now.
Then I
Taking
put
a
down
long
a
rest.
tent and a bedroll and you know,
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
roll up into a tortilla.
How spacious?
Tortilla.
How spacious is a landing?
You find one that's pretty large that you can rest on.
Just so we know, the spacious landing is not my heart's desire.
There's
It's
a door
nice,
on
though.
the landing.
All right, so, we're gonna take watches over each other. What do you think? Two people stay awake, two people sleep, and so on until everybody gets a rest.
We haven't
That's
seen any other living thing around here, have we?
That doesn't
Yeah.
mean that something might not pass us by.
This place has
Yeah, you-
guardians. And where there are guardians, there's a reason.
We're in a strange place. I say it's a good idea to keep watch. We don't know what's here.
Mm. Okay.
Okay.
Then.
Who's taking a watch?
Yeah, let's
Everybody is?
find some watch buddies. I called the little one, and I point the druid.
I am perfectly fine with taking first watch. Anyone else?
Join you. That way I can sleep for the rest of the night.
Like, aren't you exhausted? Shouldn't you get some rest?
Oh no,
Not
he wasn't.
High roll or
No. Me, you, and
I
Helen
was
were
talking.
all.
I was talking
we
to
all
the
saved.
druid. I was talking to the druid. But I guess he's ate. So, well, I'm fine. So I'll stay up. I just rested, so I'm good.
like I'll take first shift. Like everyone else can rest, and then like I'll take my rest too.
All right. The druid and the gray lady stay up. The rest of us will sleep. Wake up two people when you're ready. Good night.
Sounds like a plan.
When he wakes up, I'm going to tell him my name because he can't keep calling me the Gray Lady.
Okay, you're.
I don't
watch-
think you actually have told me your name.
I haven't.
Okay.
I'm surprised he hasn't called me the scaly guy.
Well, didn't you introduce yourself? I didn't.
I
introduce
did, but he
myself.
hasn't
I was
actually
kind of
referred to me by my name yet.
skulking in the background.
Your
so.
watch passes and nothing happens. Who are you waking up next?
Yes.
Unless
I'm
you're
going to
taking-
wake up Reese and be like, "Excuse me,
Alright.
bird.
I'm awake.
Hi.
Morning.
Nice
Or
to chat.
something.
Did you have a nice rest?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. You can take the next watch. I'm Brazira, by the way. I don't know if you keep calling me the Gray Lady, and I have a name. The Gray Lady's name is Brazira. Good
Oh.
night.
Night. No offense. Sleep well. Brazira. Okay. Did the druid wake anybody up?
Oh yeah, who are you waking up, Matt?
Let's see. Like I'm trying to think who's the least exhausted.
We all have the
Probably
same
me.
level.
All right, yeah, yeah. All right, so I'll go ahead and wake up High Roll then.
Okay.
All right, High Roll, it's time for me to take to relieve myself of my shift
roll.
and pass it on to you.
You roll.
Q roll. All right. My
You roll.
apologies.
Roll.
High
You
roll.
roll.
I like
Q
high
roll.
roll.
You roll.
Q roll.
Hyrule.
You can
Rest-
say it
rest
different
well.
every single time.
I say it differently.
No, I'm telling Tarek to
Say
say
it
that
different
no matter
every-
what people say, correct them and make it different every time.
I'm like, I was assuming this is
That
what
would be an awesome character trait to do, like always correcting people with the wrong pronunciations.
that
would be
actually
hilarious.
sounds like a good way to get your ass kicked, honestly. That's what I said,
I'm
damn it!
charismatic enough to probably pull it off, though. I
Look at
will.
you like,
I will
what?
wake up and stretch and go. Who else is on watch?
And it's us.
Oh, Chris. Well, what? Tell me more about the planes. This is all quite fascinating. We have time to kill, and perhaps we can take up that time with some friendly exchange of information.
What do you want to know? Elemental planes, outer planes, inner planes,
All about it.
outlands.
I'd love to know more about the cultures of these places.
All
I
pretty
fancy
different.
myself as a student of people.
Think of it this way. Every religion you've ever probably heard of might be real, and there might be a real plane associated with all the things they said happen when you die.
Hmm. Never really
Although
been
some
quite
of them
religious.
are bullcrap.
I was a part of a dragon cult for a while, but things went south.
Well, neat, I guess.
I've never been quite the religious individual, but I assume that I've seen clerics cast spells. I assume that they are getting their powers from somewhere.
Yeah, that'd be the outer planes.
The outer planes. And
That's
what about
where
the
your
inner
heaven
ones?
and hell realms are. The inner planes are your elemental planes.
See.
Fire, water, wind.
Ooh,
And then there are the
fire planes.
quasi-elemental planes of ice and ash and steam and other stuff.
Sound fascinating.
Okay.
And then there are places like this. Are we in the outer planes or the inner planes or the medial planes?
Well, most places that traverse the different areas are either the ethereal or the astral planes. And when I brought that up, she said this was like that. I'm guessing this probably runs through one of those two. But it might be its own thing. I'm not sure.
Fascinating.
Corey, I haven't heard of the Infinite Staircase, have I?
You've heard that it's a nexus of realms, like Sigil is.
Well, I've heard some rumors about it. It could be like Sigil, where I'm from, or where I've been living, is it's called the Cage or the City of Doors. It's full of portals to pretty much everywhere. And all I've heard about this staircase is that it's like that. But if it's infinite, I don't know. Maybe it's what's inside the spire that Sigil sits atop. I don't know.
Well, it sure is fascinating. That's for sure. I've never seen something brimming with such magical capability.
Is that?
So you guys' watches ends with nothing happening.
I go and I poke the little halfling that wanted to come with us initially. They're come with me initially.
I will go wake up the monk.
Okay. The monk and the dwarf and the halfling get waken up.
The monk and the not monk.
If you wake me up saying the little halfling, I will also go, I have a name, and tell you what it is. So,
Oh, what is it?
Aisling.
Ice Blade. Got it. Well, have a nice watch. Don't get killed, or at least not before you wake us.
Huh.
I give you a wink with that to try to imply it's a joke. I'd smile, but it's just a beak opening and closing, so who knows what that means.
Beaks aren't that good at smiling.
They're
Now all of
not.
a sudden, now all of a sudden, I'm imagining like a Jim Henson-like character, like your character being like a Jim Henson-like character.
Well, he sure sounds like one.
Hmm?
You Sam the Eagle?
Yeah.
Underneath our clothes, we're all naked. It's disgusting.
Okay, watch time.
Anything special you're doing on your watch?
Watching?
Oh, okay.
Take
Well,
the time to get to know
well,
each
Got me a
other.
lap kitty.
While you are kind of sitting there quietly looking
I
around,
knew it.
a cat comes down one of the staircases, goes over to the door, jumps up, hits the latch, the door opens, and it walks through the door. The door kind of slowly
Wait, a what
creaks.
walks through the door?
Cat.
Cat.
A cat.
That's the cat that took Nick Fury's eye.
The door, it came down a staircase, walked over to the door that's on your landing, jumped up to the handle, put its paws on, hit the latch, the door opened, and it kind of went through the door, and the door slowly closing.
Oh, that's a smart cat.
That is concerning to me.
It's like a orange tabby.
Is the door now open, or did it close behind the cat?
It's slowly closing, like a door that's kind of built to slowly.
You know, one of those with a pneumatic closer.
It doesn't have a pneumatic closer. It's just.
I mean, the way it's closing.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so I'll look at Brownwood and be like, do you think we should investigate that, or just keep an eye on it?
We should not leave the others.
Well, that's true. I'm just a little concerned about what might be coming out from there, so I think we should keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Sleeping
We'll make
people
sure
don't
nothing
get a
comes
say.
out.
Door closes. Click.
There. It's latched.
Yeah.
In theory, based on the warnings, as long as at least two people are together, it won't know which of you to do the Heart's Content door for. So you could be safe. So I say, go do it. You'll be fine. Bye-bye.
Nah, I'm just
Oh.
turn my back on it,
Unless-
I think.
Unless
Don't
both of
split
y'all
the
want
party.
the same thing.
I
I'm
doubt
sorry, I didn't
that.
mean to interrupt.
We want a world full
Yes,
of
you
smart
sleeping
kids.
people need to be quiet. You don't get a say.
Now we still banter though.
And they're all
Crackers.
sleep talking.
They're talking in their sleep. They're so annoying.
Crackers.
The
Have
bird
you
wants
ever heard a
crackers,
bunch
apparently.
of talkative sleepers like this? We'll just
Remember, we're speaking out of character.
sit
Our characters
around
are asleep.
waiting for our time to be up and
Okay, your time is up.
yeah.
The long rest has ended.
No one's exhausted. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Okay.
I feel
My character
so
gets
much
up and
better.
slowly stretches and puts away his things, kind of lackadaisically. Then, starts to try to start setting up a fire, and then, looks around and goes, "Wait,
There's no
is
wood.
it safe to make fires here?"
There's no wood to make fire. What do you use for fuel?
He might have a tinderbox, but the problem is,
That's
the
really only
logs
for
are
starting
still
the
a requirement.
fire.
It's fair.
There's no more vines over all of the stuff anymore. That was only in the bottom. This
Is like open space
Yes.
with the moon.
I've got like 20 arrows if it's important to you.
the moon's gone. Actually, there's no more moon. Actually, it's a bunch of large columns that you just see floating off, coming from nowhere and rising into nothing.
Well, I was going to cook some breakfast, but looks like that's not going to be an option.
What, you
Sounds
didn't
like-
bring your jet boil?
Or what now?
Oh, jet boil. It's a pint-sized metal cup with a latch on the bottom that you can attach I think it's a butane tank.
I
Oh.
have-
Sounds like a gnomish device.
I have a mess kit which acts like cooking supplies, so I was going to use that, but it's like I can't do that. So I pull out my ration, and then I.
If you cast spells, you can warm up these rations. Maybe they'll taste
I was
different.
gonna say I can warm them up and flavor them however I like. So I'm going to flavor my ration and warm it up.
Hot jerky.
I pass over some rations to you. Hit me up with that.
What kind of flavors do bird
do
people
fish?
like? Sure. I've snapped my fingers and we now have fish flavored ration.
I mean, I feel
Which,
like it's
as a player,
reasonable
that
that your
sounds horrible
jerky
to
could
try
be
to
made
my
of
audience.
salmon.
Ugh,
Fish flavored
the
ration.
texture's going to be all wrong.
Speaking of,
I can warm it up for you as well if you'd like.
No, I eat it wrong.
you could try
Oh,
turning
God.
that last salmon fillet into jerky.
Charming.
Oh, yeah. I actually do this.
Ugh.
Oh, here's a bird.
Could you chew that up and then spit it into my mouth for me? Because that's how I.
I'm still in my adolescent
Hey, he's not a
Uh,
baby.
phase, so
No,
You
you're
don't have to mime everything.
okay. Off you go up the staircase again.
Yes.
You have another 4 hours to go.
Yeah.
So,
What's
everybody,
that for?
everybody can go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't like these. Just saying.
Well, at least it was a 10.
Oh, I had
They're-
disadvantage still on. I fixed that. But
They're one of the-
might
Well,
as well
yeah,
put it
but
back
you still
on,
got
so-
an 8.
they're one of the few saves I actually am
You should be
proficient at.
fine.
Because apparently sorcerers are tough. Tough cookies.
Hey, Corey.
Yes.
What was the difficulty for the first one? Was it 10?
This one's gonna be 5.
5.
Oh, okay. Woo. I'm fine. Worse.
We survived.
You survive.
It would have sucked if we rested to get rid of the exhaustion and then you immediately got
Yeah,
exhausted
that's
again.
what I thought happened for a second.
As you're
Well,
walking,
geez,
What's
he
wrong with
could
us?
use some
I am
inspiration.
not a fighter. I don't have a con thing.
as you're walking up a staircase, on a column, there's a staircase that's kind of wrapped around it. And as you're going up, coming down the staircase, it's like 30 feet away, is this big, like, this huge demon with green skin and big leathery wings. It radiates evil coming off of it. And it's coming down the staircase.
I just stare dumbfounded, like I get. You guys.
Are we
I
all
look
seeing
to
the
the
same thing?
side, and I look angry, but also I'm not stupid.
So we don't have to like hold you back or anything.
I don't have
openly
that kind of
staring.
flaw. I'm not stupid, but I
Openly
I look
staring with my mouth hanging open, like what?
Maybe if we
Exactly.
just
Should
This
we
is one of
just
those times it's good to
stand
be
back?
small. We just hide behind you.
There's nothing to hide behind here. Probably see you too.
No, I'm saying hiding behind the other
The big people.
party mates.
Oh yeah, because you're
As
Like I
tiny.
said, I
little
just
people
put
can
me
hide
aside.
behind the big
Oh yeah,
people.
halflings can hide behind
You have
medium-sized
that
creature.
thing.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. This is one of those times it's good to be small.
yeah. All right, the creature comes close to you guys and just keeps walking and keeps going down. Doesn't even acknowledge you
And that
exist.
was me the entire time, just like.
Okay.
You see, everyone that's near me will see me just like inhale real deeply as he walks by, maybe a gnat or something.
You don't know if it saw you. Maybe it didn't because it's on another staircase. Maybe it can't see you because you didn't move and it's like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
From
But
Jurassic
not.
Park specifically.
Or maybe it did see you and you aren't worth its time for some reason.
That's probably
I look at
Or
Riss
it's
after it
just
leaves
1
and I go,
versus 6.
is this a
Sure,
common
it could be
occurrence
scared
here?
of you guys. It's only one thing and you're a bunch of people. Hmm?
Or it thinks 1 versus 5, but still.
What was that thing?
Let's go.
Corey. My character is actually quite familiar with both demons and devils. Can I tell which one that was?
Make a what's a good skill check for that?
Either
I think it's normally
We'll just try to hit the wrong
religion.
button.
or religion.
Yeah,
Yeah, that works.
religion sounds reasonable.
I don't know. If it's a person you've met, it just
Religion
feels weird to call
sounds
it
good,
religion.
yeah. Depending on what you roll, depends on the more information I'll give you.
Okay, so what am I rolling? History, religion, just intelligence.
Religion sounds great.
Okay.
Why are you keep rolling
I
two
still have
dice?
disadvantage. on my
16.
bad.
He's got a 16.
You're not at disadvantage.
Turn that
I
off.
said my bad. I forgot to turn it off. I was at disadvantage before I rested.
Okay, 16's good enough. These are demons native to the Bloodwrath, known as Yugoloth. They come in different varieties, and this is just one of the different varieties.
All right. When I think he's out of earshot, I say something derogatory and abyssal.
Okay, this is good enough. They come in different varieties, and this is just one of the different varieties.
Uh-oh, somebody has their
What you
sound on.
doing?
Yeah, well, that's weird. When I think he's out of earshot, I say something derogatory and abyssal.
That's Sarah. Sarah, you got your volume on.
All right, hang on.
On your YouTube.
Okay, sorry about that.
You don't need to hear the audio from that. It's already here on the Zoom.
And YouTube is a few seconds behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he obviously knows what it is, so I'm going to be like, what was that thing?
You have a problem with them.
Demon from the abyss. I say like a hushed, angry tone. Corey, did you get my private question?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
I look actually a little bit calmer then.
Do you have are they? I understand that demons are not normally a being that many people are excited to see, but you seem to have a
particular dislike?
response
Hatred?
to them.
Mm,
Anything you'd like to
Paranoid,
share
I
about
guess.
that?
nope.
Well,
That was simple then.
suppose I will not pry further then, but
I mean, it looked
to know that
amazing.
this is a regular occurrence of these. You said nexi.
Demons.
Nexus.
Demons and devils, the fiends, they can come out of their hell realms and hang out in these places just like anyone else can. And
Are they mean to
Yes.
you?
Often, not me specifically, but often, yes. They
It's
cause a
kind
lot
of
of
their
problems.
thing.
So, they don't mind killing people or talking people into stupid things that make them lose their souls. They're monsters. They're absolute monsters. And they have a war that rages and kills indiscriminately across half the plains.
Where was he going?
I didn't ask.
By himself. He was by himself.
Maybe there's a bathroom on another floor.
He
I
or
don't
she.
know.
He or she. I don't know if it was a he or a she, but
He was attached to the demon the Yugoloth demons.
so shouldn't it be worried about that desire door thing?
I don't want to know what his heart's desire is, but maybe that's what he's here for. I don't know. I didn't ask.
Well, can we get moving though? Because another one might come out somewhere.
That's fair.
Yeah, she's right. We need to go.
Okay, y'all.
Continue up the stairs.
There's another 2 hours of journey, but you're still in the weird columns area. After another couple hours, you do see in the distance, coming on to a huge group of landings with like buildings on them. Coming down from that area is another Lilandry. Or Lilendi, sorry, Lilendi. Got that word wrong.
I'll break out the loot. And I greet her.
All right.
I sing a song about these lovely Lilendry snake ladies.
She's nonplussed.
She is wearing an infinity mask, naturally.
Naturally.
And she approaches and says, "Oh, hello."
I bow to her and continue to strum along.
Hello.
Are you going to the plane? Are you a Planewalkers Guild member?
No, we are seeking one.
With a message.
Well, I have just come from there. Be wary of things on the staircase. Apparently, there's some sort of malady on the staircase. We Lilendi are looking into it right now. But I would just like to urge caution.
There was the demon we saw earlier.
You
I
go
can
off.
point the direction for you.
She says, "That's not what I'm warning about. Sometimes demons get in here. We'll deal with that."
Then
I don't want to see that.
what?
We're not sure. It's like some blight. A feeling. An essence. That's all we know right now.
Okay. Thank you for the warning. Are we still? I'll tell her the path we're on and ask how much further it is if we're still doing it right.
It's right there.
Okay, so we're at the end of it. All right.
You've arrived.
Okay. Well, thank you for the warnings.
Okay. You go to this place, the Planeswalkers Guild. And that is where we'll end the game today at the Planeswalkers Guild.
It's been a while.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the game. There'll be no experience being given out. Instead, I will just level you when I want you to be leveled.
I like that the best, actually.
But
Just
I
when
can
the
give-
next chapter of the story comes, we just level up.
I can give inspiration for playing your personality traits and ideals. But everybody didn't spend any inspiration, and everybody starts with inspiration, so it doesn't matter at this point.
Oh man, I forgot I had it. I failed so many rolls.
That's it. Thanks for playing. Thanks for you guys in the comments. I think it's just Juby. Thanks, Juby, for watching. And if you want to watch us live, hit the bell. You'll be able to watch us live. Otherwise, enjoy this nicely recorded thing for you. If you made it to the end, you obviously liked it, so hit the like button. Remember our Patreon, and we'll see you next time. Everybody, wave goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
And see you tomorrow for the L5R game.
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow.